In an unpredictable world where emergencies, natural disasters, economic instability, pandemics or other crises can strike at any moment, having a well-stocked pantry filled with non-perishable foods is essential for survival. But not all non-perishable items are created equal. Some foods truly stand the test of time, remaining edible and nutritious for decades if stored properly. These are the foods you want to stockpile in your emergency preparedness plan. This comprehensive guide dives deep into 30 foods that never expire or have incredibly long shelf lives, how to store them correctly, and why they're worth including in your survival stash. By the end of this article, you'll have a foolproof blueprint for building a resilient food supply that can last through uncertain times. Why stockpile non-perishable foods? Before we dive into the list, let's address why stockpiling long-lasting foods is so critical. Emergency preparedness. Disasters often disrupt supply chains, leaving grocery shelves empty. Having a stockpile ensures you won't go hungry. Cost savings. Buying in bulk during sales reduces costs over time. Peace of mind. Knowing you're prepared brings immense psychological relief. Flexibility. These foods can be used for everyday meals, camping trips, or even as bartering tools during emergencies. Now let's explore the 30 foods that should form the backbone of your stockpile. 1. White rice. White rice. Shelf life indefinite when stored properly. Why it's essential. A calorie-dense staple, white rice provides energy and pairs well with almost anything. Storage tips. Use airtight containers with oxygen absorbers to prevent moisture and pests. Store in cool, dry conditions. Dried beans. Shelf life, up to 30 years. Why it's essential, packed with protein, fiber, and nutrients, dried beans are versatile and filling. Storage tips, keep in Mylar bags or sealed buckets with desiccants. Rotate older beans first. Honey. Shelf life indefinite. Why it's essential. A natural sweetener with antibacterial properties, honey boosts immunity and adds flavor to bland dishes. Storage tips. Store in glass jars away from direct sunlight. Crystallization is normal, simply warm it gently to restore liquid form. Salt. Its shelf life is indefinite. Why is it essential? Well, it's vital for flavoring food, preserving meats, and maintaining electrolyte balance in the body. For storage, keep it in airtight containers to avoid clumping due to humidity. Sugar. It also has an indefinite shelf life. Why is it essential? It adds sweetness and energy to meals and is also useful for fermentation and preservation. To store it properly, use airtight containers to keep bugs and moisture out. Cornstarch. Its shelf life is indefinite as well. Why is it essential? It's used as a thickening agent in sauces, gravies, and soups. For the best storage, keep it in a cool, dry place to prevent lumping. Vinegar. Its shelf life is indefinite. Why is it essential? Well, it's perfect for pickling, cleaning, and even medicinal purposes. For storage, just seal it tightly after opening to maintain its freshness. Baking soda. This one also has an indefinite shelf life. Why is it essential? It's useful for baking, deodorizing, and even minor medical treatments. For storage tips, keep it in its original packaging or transfer it to an airtight container. Instant coffee. It can last up to 20+ years if unopened. Why is it essential? It provides caffeine and comfort, especially in stressful situations. For storage, be sure to use vacuum-sealed bags or opaque containers to protect it from light. Tea bags. Shelf life indefinite. Why it's essential offers hydration, relaxation, and potential health benefits. Storage tips. Keep in airtight containers to retain flavor and aroma. 11. Canned goods properly sealed. Canned goods, properly sealed. Shelf life, 2 to 5 years past the best-by date. Examples include canned vegetables, fruits, meats, and soups. Why it's essential, ready-to-eat convenience without cooking. Storage tips. Inspect cans regularly for rust, dents, or bulging. Store off the floor on shelves. Powdered milk. It has a shelf life of up to 25 years. Why is it essential? Well, it provides calcium and protein without the need for refrigeration. For storage tips, make sure to keep it in airtight containers with oxygen absorbers. Pasta. Its shelf life is indefinite if kept dry. Why is it essential? It's a high-carb comfort food that's really easy to prepare. For storage, keep it in sealed plastic bags or containers. Olive oil. It has a shelf life of up to 2 years if unopened, but it's shorter once opened. Why is it essential? It adds flavor and healthy fats to your meals. For storage tips, store it in dark bottles away from heat and light. Coconut oil, shelf life up to 5 years. Why it's essential? Versatile for cooking, skincare, and medicinal uses. Storage tips, keep in a cool, dark location. Maple syrup, shelf life indefinite. Why it's essential? Natural sweetener rich in antioxidants. Storage tips, store in glass bottles to avoid contamination. Bouillon cubes or granules, shelf life up to 10 years. Why it's essential? Adds instant flavor to soups, stews, and rice dishes. Storage tips, keep in airtight containers to prevent clumping. Freeze-dried fruits and vegetables. These have a shelf life of up to 25 to 30 years. Why is it essential? Well, they are nutrient-rich and lightweight, making them perfect for long-term storage. For best results, store them in vacuum-sealed Mylar bags with oxygen absorbers. Peanut butter. It has a shelf life of up to 5 years if unopened, but it's shorter once opened. Why is it essential? It's a high-calorie spread packed with protein and healthy fats. When choosing peanut butter, opt for no-stir varieties to avoid oil separation. Soy sauce. Its shelf life is pretty much indefinite. Why is it essential? It adds that umami flavor to your dishes. To keep it fresh, make sure to seal it tightly after opening. 21. Popcorn kernels. 21. Popcorn kernels, shelf life indefinite. Why it's essential? Affordable snack that provides calories and entertainment. Storage tips. Store in airtight containers to prevent moisture absorption. 22. Ghee, also known as clarified butter, shelf life indefinite. Why it's essential? Lactose-free butter alternative with a high smoke point. Storage tips. Store in a cool, dark location. 23. Alcohol, specifically pure spirits, has an indefinite shelf life. Examples include vodka, whiskey, and rum. Why is it essential? Well, it can disinfect wounds, start fires, or even serve as a morale booster. For storage, make sure to keep the bottles tightly sealed. 24. Dehydrated eggs have a shelf life of up to 10 years. They are essential because they provide protein in powdered form. To store them properly, use airtight containers with oxygen absorbers. 25. Lentils can last up to 30 years. These quick-cooking legumes are rich in protein and fiber. For optimal storage, keep them in sealed containers with desiccants. Hardtack crackers, shelf life indefinite. Why it's essential? Simple, dense crackers that provide carbs. Storage tips. Wrap individually and store in airtight containers. Ramen noodles, shelf life up to 10 years. Why it's essential, inexpensive, filling, and easy to prepare. Storage tips. Keep seasoning packets separate to reduce moisture exposure. Wheat berries, shelf life up to 30 years. Why it's essential, whole grains that can be ground into flour or cooked. Storage tips. Store in Mylar bags with oxygen absorbers. Spices, whole, shelf life indefinite. Examples, whole peppercorns, cinnamon sticks, cloves. Why it's essential, adds flavor without spoiling. Storage tips. Store in airtight containers away from sunlight. Chocolate chips, shelf life up to 2 years, longer if frozen. Why it's essential, boosts morale and adds sweetness to baked goods. Storage tips. Freeze to extend shelf life. Final thoughts. Building your stockpile. Stockpiling these 30 foods ensures you'll have access to nutrition, energy, and comfort during trying times. However, proper storage is key. Invest in quality containers, oxygen absorbers, and desiccants to maximize shelf life. Regularly rotate your stockpile to ensure freshness and usability. Remember, preparation isn't paranoia, it's responsibility. Start small, focus on one category at a time, and build gradually. By doing so, you'll create a robust emergency food supply that could save lives, including yours.